Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Jessie Lynn and
Cobalt.
I know it's been a while. So far you've seen my video and I've already seen John's video, and then there's this video. This will be the last one talking about this situation, about September 10th. So let's get back into it. Today is September 10th, 2025, 1 year ago from when I started my first ever chemo, which, as you all know, was hell. And you've learned some secrets and behind the scenes, and you've learned about what we're going through. And but now we're going to talk about things that, we never talked about, things that we've learned, and, things that we're going to share. So let's get into it, I guess. I know the first topic we wanted to bring up was, friends and acquaintances and stuff like that. So do you want to go first?
I can, yeah.
Okay.
So when Jessie started her chemo, I tried to not bring anybody in my life. I was trying to just handle everything that I could on my own, and I wasn't going to ask anybody for any help. I was, blessed that I was able to make, a great friend during this time. He was there to help me in ways that I needed, and a lot more ways that I didn't know I needed, but I'm so grateful for. So if you're watching this, thank you.
You know who you are, and we love you, and we love talking to you and seeing you, and the kids love you.
And it's going to happen again before you know it. Then there's, people that come into your life in a different way. Whoop, I'm playing with my fidgets.
Stress
Sorry.
balls.
And there's people that come into your lives in different ways. So, we had acquaintances before this, and, some of those acquaintances have come and gone. Like, you see people when you go to the hospital, or, nurses and doctors and things like that, and they come and go. And they impact your life in their own unique way. And then there are other people who, you take that acquaintance and you develop it and you grow it and you foster it. And, now we have what was an acquaintance is now family. We're a firm believer of blood doesn't make family.
Mm-hmm.
And, if it hasn't been said, welcome. Or depending on who you ask, run quickly.
And with certain acquaintances, we've learned, what to do, what not to do, and, it's okay to step away when your peace is being affected, and, we did that, and that's just kind of how it is. But I don't regret any of the time that happened.
Mm-hmm.
It is, it was beautiful while it lasted, and there's no hard feelings towards any of those people.
Yeah, like you guys know I'm not huge and active on social media. Like I may go here or there, make a comment or so, watch some people, but I'm not huge in the scene. When Jessie was going through her journey, I was a lot more active because I had a lot more, I don't want to call it free time, but idle time, where I wasn't actively doing something that required the use of my hands.
So we haven't had time to jump in and say hi to everybody and go talk to everybody, and we really miss doing it. And here in the future, I'm sure we will, but right now we're going through like a lot behind the scenes, which we mentioned. So right now we're kind of just sticking close to home, staying in our own little lanes, because there's just too much going on, mentally, physically, emotionally. We have a lot going on. But if you talk to us over here on our channel, like, we're here as much as we can be. We'll answer the best, that we can. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. It's just, there's a lot going on.
But the last thing I want to say about friends, whether you were there for a moment or forever, thank you.
Yeah.
Each and every one of you in your own way made an impact on our lives. And again, whether it was for a short time or a long time, you made a difference. You helped us in some way. You helped us learn something. You helped us grow. You helped us develop. You helped us break out of a shell.
Yeah.
And um, I want to say thank you.
So no matter who you are, we love you guys, and whether you're still with us, we love you. If you're not, we miss you, and we still love you as well.
Everything happens for a reason.
It does. On my part, if you were going back a year ago when I started chemo, right before I started, I had made a friend, and she never left. She's been with me since the beginning. She, on my hardest nights, John can even attest to that, she would stay up with me, and she fought through, all of my sicknesses. She would distract me in any way she could. And to this day, we are still as close as can be, and I am forever grateful for her. And then there's friends that I talk to during my chemos and right before, and some of them aren't there anymore. And I believe in that saying where they came into my life for a reason. They gave me the knowledge I needed to get through my chemos, because they went through it themselves, and they were going through it at the same time. And then some stuck around and some didn't, and that's okay, because we all made it through. And I am blessed for the ones that stayed, and I'm honored for the ones that were there for the time. And then as we were talking about it, the new additions that were acquaintances in the beginning and they turned to family in the end, we love you guys to death. We have so many new, friends turned into family, and our kids have friends now through them,
Which they didn't before.
And now they have family, because again, like John said, blood doesn't make family. So when it comes to friends and family, we now have abundance of it, and we're extremely happy on that aspect. And we couldn't be more blessed because of that. But we also learned a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
We learned that when I first started chemo, who we couldn't count on. And there's family that were there and for a short time, and family that were there for the long haul. And we learned from that, we grew from that, we moved on from that. And we love them just the same. Like, whether they're the ones that stayed or the ones that have gone, we still love them. It's just, it is what it is.
Yep. You learn something from every event in life.
Yeah.
Like, what was one of the things that we learned, when we found out it was environmental? It could be anything. So you start looking at your diet, you start looking at what you're doing, where you're going
soaps,
around. Everything.
Your shampoos. I can't tell you, me and John spent hours with him at the store, me on the phone, and I'm searching on Google. I have breasties telling me what products are the best, and it's like, but everyone used something different, and it's like, okay, what caused my cancer environmentally that I shouldn't touch this product, or I should use this product, or what's gonna be good, what's gonna be bad, because I don't want to go through chemo again, I don't want to ever have cancer again. And it's been a struggle. Like, this year has been a lot of learning and
a lot of fear.
Lot of fear.
Like, I went to my doctor, what was it, last month? Yeah, I went to my doctor last month, and don't get me started on that nightmare. But I was scared when I went in, because I told her, I was like, hey, I just watched my wife go through cancer. It was very traumatic. It was very scary. It was very frightening, and I don't want my family to have to experience that from me. So is there anything that I can do, any tests that I can get done, so that I don't have to worry about it? I was like, you guys love, oh, look at this mark on my arm. Like,
So I have skin cancer?
is that cancer? How about we send me to dermatology? Go get it checked. And and this doctor started looking at me like I was a hypochondriac. No, like, sense of, bedside manner where it's like, hey, I understand you're scared, but it's okay. You're gonna be fine. We'll work on figuring out everything to make sure that you feel comfortable. There was none of that. It was, you're fine.
But what they don't tell you either is you're not going to get tested for cancer unless you have an immediate family member who's had it.
Mom or dad.
Yeah, or siblings.
Yeah.
One thing that they definitely don't tell you, especially for like your children, like young ones who aren't 18 years old yet, is, if you get tested, or because, say, for example, me, if my cancer wasn't environmental and it was, genetic, then my kids getting tested, they could never get life insurance. They would be a high risk, and so they could never get that. You're not told that. So you need to be careful about that. So, luckily, thank God, mine was environmental. It's not genetic in any way, but you're not told that, and that's a very scary thing, because that's a very big thing to have.
That's your babies.
Yeah, life insurance for your children, and for them to, God forbid, be told you can't get life insurance because you're high risk. Well, that's not okay, and no one's told about that aspect. So, like, you learn a lot through having cancer. You learn a lot through going through chemo, and you physically, emotionally, mentally go through a lot, which, oh my God,
I'm losing hair.
I am struggling so bad with this. Like, take John, and he has this. Reverse his. So take away this part, and then bring down that, and that's me. And then take away the chunks in the back. Like, it is so bad. And
thanks, chemo.
Yeah. So, like, I feel self-conscious in front of my own husband, my best friend. I feel self-conscious in front of my kids, who, thank God, make jokes, and we are a dark, humor type family where we can make jokes and laugh about it and not cry about it, and it's okay. But if we weren't, that would be a problem. And for a lot of women and men, when you lose your hair because of chemo, and it's not like you grow it back afterwards, it doesn't come back sometimes, you struggle and you're embarrassed, and you should never feel that way, because you just went through the hardest thing of your life, and your family went through the hardest thing of their lives, but you're struggling because of it. And I'm going to tell you right now, I put on those wigs, and it is not comfortable, and you don't look cute. And for the women who did put it on, you guys look gorgeous. For me personally, I looked horrible.
Now, when I put it on, I looked like a sexy bitch.
He was gorgeous. But when I put it on, the one, he looked like Lord Farquaad. Farquaad, whatever. But the other one, he looked so cute.
And like you were trying to say Fort Narwhal.
Shut up. And he wore it during his
one of my work meetings.
Yeah, one of his work meetings. But like when I put it on, I look like a fat, like, weirdo. Like, it does not look good, okay? So, I think I brought it up in my video how I have to put makeup on. There's like this scalp makeup you can put on, and I have literally carry it in my purse. I have one in my room. Like, I have one in the bathroom, because you never know when you might need it. And I was able, twice to be able to wear headbands and not have to wear these stupid beanies, even though they're comfortable. But, like, I want to be able to feel free, So, like, in a few weeks, it's going to be October. Like, this time's going by quick. And, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I am rocking the, in John's words, that is the most hideous pink headband I've ever seen in my life. And I'm sorry, but it makes you look like a Cabbage Patch doll. And I don't care. I'm wearing that ugly ass pink Cabbage Patch doll looking headband, and to wear that, I have to put on the makeup on my head, so that way you can't see the, chemo-induced alopecia. And that's just how it is, and that's okay. And it is what it is, whatever. But, this year has been hard.
Very.
And chemo has changed a lot for all of us. It wasn't just me. It affected everybody. I mean, you can't even share the same toilet. I mean, we have a toilet next to our bedroom, and John had to go all the way upstairs to use the bathroom. The kids, same thing. They come downstairs. They're down here. We're hanging out. They had to go upstairs. When we had any guests that were family, they had to go upstairs to use the bathroom. Or in Graham's case, when she was down here, you know, John luckily went in and he had to glove up, mask up, and he had to clean the toilet properly so that way nothing would get transferred to Graham. And because I mean, I was too sick to do it. I was bathroom, bed. Like, that was my life during chemo. And
I mean, we all remember. We all saw it.
yeah. So it was hell. And but we just wanted to give you guys that little update on, you know, what you're not told, and friends, how, you know, people come and go in your life and how they're meant to be there for just that moment.
Mm-hmm.
And family, and we weren't bashing any family, we were explaining
Or
situations. Or friends. We were just explaining situations, and that's okay. And again,
So
no hard feelings. We love you all.
If anybody took any offense to anything that we said,
there was no offense being sent out. We love you, and what for the short time you're in our lives, or it was a little, or it was a longer length, you know, life happens.
Yep.
And you know, I have the things that I'm going through. John has the things he's going through. You have things you're going through, and life is life, and that's okay. And you know, our peace is more important than anything else, and right now we have to focus on us because we're going through a lot,
and we're gonna do whatever we need to keep our peace.
Yeah. And that has nothing to do with any of you guys. It has to do with
it has to do with us.
Yeah, we're going through a lot mentally, you know, and it's just, this year has not been easy. It's been the hardest and the worst year of our lives. We've had good news and bad news, and you know, it's a lot. But we're making it. We're making it through, and you know, with the help of family and friends and our kids and each other,
mm-hmm.
we got this. And we're gonna be okay. And yeah, we're gonna have our down days and we're gonna have our up days, but right now it's more of a down day type of, you know, month. But that's okay. We'll get there. And
put one foot in front of the other.
Exactly. And we will see you guys again really soon. We're taking our time coming back, but we will see you guys all again soon. And I think we're gonna end it here. It's been long enough, and I hope you guys are all doing well. And I hope everyone has a great day or a great night, depending on where you are. And you all stay blessed. My video, I said that, and then I said stay safe at the end, because I was legit having anxiety and glitching. So, is there anything you want to say for goodbyes?
Thank you all again so much for being here. I know that we both truly do appreciate it. You're all wonderful, and I can't wait to see you guys in our next video. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Buy these. They're awesome. They're called Specs Odds.
We're not sponsored.
We're not sponsored. These are the coolest things in the world. Like, look at these. They're magnetic, and they're so much fun. Show them yours. Like, they're so cool. The blue ones, I wouldn't recommend buying. The magnetic sucks. But these are so cool. Okay, we're gonna go. Bye!